to Dr. John Ofori-Tenkorang Atnas. Let's come back in studio. Na afi yansha yankomo as a medical amana kwa Mate Doc and Canada John Ofori-Tenkorang ono Director General was SSNIT. Doc akwa the medical ma yansha me share profile our quite a diverse background. I mean we academic and now we industry person. Why SSNIT? And then I'll end up was SSNIT, Doc.
Obi nedi kan me memfa wa homa iso en chia otiefo nyina na me moma ha na sene ya me ba SSNIT ne de yesi bi kan say kontunhwe ya na chira na okọ na my co school kakra ya adwuma kakra wa brochire amane in 2006 and Jamia said meba Ghana na ma menso ma be so me man nti obi kan say waba na wo ha na wo nimdie ofo so betimi dia aboa wo man no na unya sa akonya say wo say Osuma nania a president de besha wonsa bia no na wakono wakoye nti na na dan ko akufuado na odi nkonim no na otutu nani no hu se o ebia mensimo bibi kakra metimi de aboa ama na mamuo no tumpon nti eba enam so na dia me copy was SSNIT.
Wow. And from 2006 I would decide to say back to Ghana no on sign cotton brochure bio
dabi ebia na first time bia me koye obi kan say consulting work kakra na ko no asaba na nkrofo but from 2006 there krumha na mete but
one kasa no background no for a tie for enim no den
okay me background and kasa there professional in me engineer, electrical engineer and computer scientist.
Wow.
And on that me call ye bro for your friend a PhD. And I say oh being 4 degree, yes and I'm country.
In the wood and honorary PhD.
David my boom masters actual computer programs me there do into me training and kasa there professional training there. Electrical engineering and computer science.
Wow.
And na enti me wie no and na me trade university kakra say professor.
Yeah.
And na me yes okay me ko obi kan Wall Street. Na makodi dwa kakra. Koroni de MC wo ho a kakra na dwadi na fo kakra.
Yeah.
Enti me koye adwuma kakra wo Wall Street. For pretty much a majority of my working life now me into investment banking and finance.
Oh, okay.
No na ama we can say experience diverse.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I mean, from an engineer into an investment and finance person, by investment and finance, I don't know, you gained knowledge on the work, mebwa.
Yes.
And yes, I will call who school.
There be say time I go school the the economics class back and I be bisa but me say I made because I'm a computer scientist and as an electrical engineer and computer scientist in the time I me PhD no and I me call Wall Street no na FBB artificial intelligence AI this is about 1995 96 so
okay
na a fena a2 power Wall Street ntini the computer na the mfidie no hwehwe stock market no prices no na ya say bet me ama machine no a kire say ha na this ka ko hye say ya obenya ho faso ana say ha de emfausi kan hye ntini coin no na ye throw programs no be predicted a betre traders ne say hana groneko and I hana groneko intino na almost engineering but only say I applied to prices and asset prices markets into the same principles now enka me de be engineer metimi aka say okay me de be telephone na my bibia exchange bi obia free ne call betimi go through and I say call no and drop no the same principle and now the be apply to sa adwadie mu nsem no na no so ama wo enimdie soronko bia and I say kwanya soronko bia no be ma wo atimi enya mfaso wo sa adwadie no nti sana memede ne ekoye dunya kohye mu sa na afi wusua say oh I deal with a ton of saying we a ton of saying in a crofo until you learn on the job. And then eventually it's a principles to know how they are na afi onso abeye igbe
big man
big man.
in which company specifically and I know where you was
okay me ejuma with company be a friend AIG.
Okay,
so now Manchester United
American Insurance Group
American International Group American International Group but ejuma na nkasa no ni tini insurance but within insurance company no now we want our financial services group I just say no capital markets and na ejuma honum intino na me with the capital market group no into AIG and na me ejuma.
Okay. And that was for over 10 years?
Yes.
Over 10 years.
Yes, but in many different places. Me be New York and I me koye e be nso London and South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
And you came to SSNIT. I mean, for majority of Ghanaians, not just SSNIT, when it was just their pensions and my insight, Kakra, what does SSNIT actually do for more in him? SSNIT, they important.
Yo, your friend, Social Security and National Insurance Trust. And on SSNIT nature, Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Inti I don't know then ye say ye provide a kwanya bi emma Ghana adwumayefo na omutimi tutu omu no ma ewo ye ho senia dachi omuko ma ho mugye mu a ye nso betimi abeso masene na ya momo sika kakra bosumi bia betimi de atwitwa om ho kosise nyankomo be from I say obi emfa ne say wakofa obi abetra won chen say bia omo a won hwe o mama oye adwuma ma o ye adwuma wura nti no obi wa ha obetua adwuma wura ne adwuma wura obetua akwara ne ka na wotua ne ka no wo onim say daachi bi eduba bi na wo so gya akwara ne kwan a wo so pe bibi di man na say say bi okoware kra na wo be man bibi say na ono so betimi akobo ne bra so nti wotua ka no ebi wo outimi kra ti bibi to nchen say okay we dey me dey to nchen amount na say daachi bi wo kwa me dey gya wo kwan nti yen no sanso na yen adwuma ne tie say aban hyehyeye ne Ghana fo hyehyeye ama ya kwanya say Ghana adwumayefo nyina omo ye adwuma na omo gina omo nansi bosumi bia no yenti omo akatua no kakra na yemfamra SSNIT na yenhweso ema omo na akatua na yete ho kakra no u adwuma wura no nso sani a wonso wo interest say dachi akwara na ekwa a woso ugya ne kwan no wonso wo de kakra beka ho now they aba na ye de ato ho na ya hweso ama kusi se time so na woso ye tua sase karama wa na ye tua ma enti sa time no e be so na woso ye tua sika na bi ni den e bi ni se wodi mfie aduesia
60 years
60
okay
na Ghana mrano say wodi mfie aduesia statutory no I also call retirement no wodi mfie aduesia na wako pension na waba na obe apply na yeso osika o chefa na wo mu no na ye ama na ebi nso ne say ebi no ho a because of juma na omo ye no ebi a obroni say hazardous and no try say ebi a dangerous bo how ye juma wo mine na wakoshe form
factory B
in Crawford into no Manama who are Quenya say obedi via Dunum.
Okay.
Near the Siano Dunum, no so to me back.
Okay.
Now no so bad beji the pension now.
That's after 55 years.
And that's why a hazardous worker.
Okay.
Obet me aba. And the business say Tama Oye Jumana ye Ujina Unaisi. Then I mean for some maybe I know could did them. Now Arabia bebo won't to na untiminya Juma Biu. Inti no sano say a doctor for no eshim now more certified to SSNIT say asumasi ana obenti say near Druno untiminya Juma na and no so ye wo kwanya man say ye say be ye be tua ne kate say ne wako pension
okay
kosi say ne ho beto no na wasan ba nti ne hoto no wasan ba be adwuma na ne asan ato aso ama no na ayi se omo a omo firi ama no ne aba Ghana ha omo ye adwuma wo ha be kind of brony say foreigners
yes
omo nso no omo ba na omo ye adwuma wo Ghana ha no nso a onso omo akwanya say omo to be dom SSNIT ne atete omo de ato ho.
Oh, foreigners can also contribute.
Foreigners enti no se u country se utimi train say time a wo ye adwuma wo ha no u contribute to for social security oda achi asem ewo home country
Asempa FM
na eye no kra eno no ye betimi aye wo exempt.
Okay.
But say untimi train say sa de ne wo ho a wo a woda achi nti no emra no say yen tinto ho
emfama
na wo be kwa
na ye de wade am ha enti sa nhyehyɛ no na ye eno ne service a ye provide for Ghana adwumayefo omo ye adwuma wo office ene omo asabi omo nya adwuma wo office omo aye omo ankra adwuma kra no omo timi ba na nhyehyɛ ho a na omo so be dom sa SSNIT kro no okay
enti ne ye no say ba bona to fa
yeah I think it's good at least we'll be OTA for the first time be abetias and you share the number of Ghanaian workers you contributed to SSNIT yeah best official figures are more yeah best saying
yo obi sabi yeah best Obronika I say 1.6 million.
Oh, 1.6 million.
Yes. 1.6 million.
That formal and informal sector, you know.
And ye te almost SSNIT. Bosumibia. Active. No ye can obi oha na best within the past maybe 12 months no. On 2 year bibia ebia na sabi nedwuma bono. On call pension mumba nedwuma bono ntibia within the past 12 months on 2 year bibia nti ono no say no be inactive.
Okay.
Even though say or in database no or inactive. But within the last 12 months ebia omo tua ba ko na mi no na mi ensa no omo na account bo mo say active and John be say 1.6 million. But din database mi dem say ye kan ina bo mu kra be say 4 million. But bebre inactive. But we are inactive. Now we are akonya adwuma no asamba no aba be kan no are active. They about 1.6 million.
Okay. Yeah, but buy a bit more into some details but my main clear way is how share your population and measure against SSNIT contributors do we fall short of maybe international average
interesting. Share population is about 30 million.
30 million, yeah, 31.
And the emphasis say half of the population young.
Yeah.
The emphasis another half near Juma. So at 18 and above, the voters register 14 million.
Yeah, 14 million, almost 17 million.
So do the emphasis say active workforce. It will be a voter there 18 now to 12. Yeah. They be emphasis on D20 econo. The easy emphasis be 15 million.
15 million.
Nasa 1.6 and active. We are almost about 10%. There will be about 10%.
That's serious.
Inti you bet me akwa nim kakra because share emphasis advanced countries then na social security coverage much larger than inti we have room to grow
Very much so.
Your room to grow.
You remember about the share near ma mufisa situation here persist and what we can do to change that story. But before say about our details, from Wall Street, Waba Ghana, you go into SSNIT. And when we say Oba 2006, oh yeah, public sector job bidder. Why you bidder? You know, first time in
public service in
it has it been. It's a saying.
Oh, I say challenging, but also fulfilling. Public service, no, is just that. Oh, quite just and sometimes there will be some so until then I feel all street no you know baby nina or some or minus some yes say osi engineer that there one out of and you see if you gonna ha na be train there na o say hwe ne and it's been challenging because also private sector, especially Wall Street, you eat what you kill. Now be kuno and now be and this one kwan kukumu namwa and you obeda ha nti ntimi nka say oh my bedjuma nti bosumi aso tu ameka o bedjuma bosumi aso e dey na o ye ya eno and number na the buy a me ntwa bi enfama now the buy no ni na obedi o ni na anya wo de aba no twa kakra na me de sanity nti
you eat what you
kill.
And if you eat part of what you kill,
you eat part of what you kill.
Part of what you
Thank you. But into public service no so no yes I take nipa be brave mu a feel say yen nya djuma no na che say
entitlement the be djuma ma major so tu ameka
enti eno no ye bit an attitude change I was say share. And I don't know took a little bit of time to get used to it. But the fulfilling part is when I say, oh, sorry, I'm a panel kojuma now, yeah, now to move say, oh, wow, my. Now, even some of the staff no cry now on your jumana, it being so a share vision. What they are bano, almost all mine hodo. Now, moti a jumana, omo na say. Say me sainty and I'm a bed juma me ya ebitu ameka. There are a few like that, people like that. Until me na mutiminya your friend is saying results. Na omwa o several omno eka say o mo why there. Na no ma unkranche say na wo ye na ho mfaso eboa.
What may challenging and also fulfilling. It means say you were faced with some major challenges to take you over, no? What me resolving in
but I resolve will be by naming and our castle bet me. I send a debut, I will be overquack when him. But challenges need by not be brave or by the business say by I don't know 2017. Now Kaya, now your boss need to dinner. Now and some day be brave. Practically make us say a crown for an econo. Binim say oh SSNIT there would do zika koha or no more do zika. SSNIT hunim fast. So be correct can say SSNIT cry yengunu. In fact, my juma phone be cry at that time no. It do Friday. Now you can see and share and SSNIT at there. Now be because na image no. Enya papa. And no, me I think say me to me say no asesa kakra and na afin so na manfo bebre no ente SSNIT nase enti no ye buy and so me ya try say ye be church nsem no mu na manfo ate ase say ye botaye si enim ne ye nie na obi ankoka say obi ankofa susu dua different ama me susu yen. And so mean say ade aye no ye mandate ni dia and ye no this is do na to ye ho a no dey to ye ho pepepe senia senia wo say ye nti ye no so ye abomode ama try say be church nsem num kakra ma manfo ate ase ya ye bi but there's still more to do and maybe to say pension obi pension na me buy first, be no credit me cash and say, SSNIT now kono. How do you say, Oko pension crana, not Oko pension, and just say, we here contractor. And I said, middleman be no Kuhu penny be. And sana, yeah, the pension amount. I am saying, buy no pension, what do application to more? It me now what you best and crown 9 weeks and sana on Sabeka, our pension on the average. But the CAE or the tumor, Eddie now watching you now on Saka into Yakoko any even staff crown and a Juma Hono. It's an American first na it be a morale, a low, and no so say no senior yet me to no mafano. I think say my phone be a proud say almost so Juma was SSNIT now to me a baby a boy woman. Indeed, be but see you nipa baby or it is a for my friend is saying holding na ye tiase na holding or honey bit me aya near cocoyanim kakra. I say Rome was not built in a day. But
Rome was built every day. Every day and also will be being
every day now also the kakra,
you know. But the other thing about who take you over and what I say, you need the workers to believe in your vision and then you pull them along. No much me achieve. What is that vision? Who take you over no focus power I day since 2017?
Obi, my focus now was actually I think it's quite simple. Be sending our kind say Ubisam says SSNIT nipa he and now I make say 1.6 ye boom contact cry who say and bit me a question now maybe Sam who say into a DNT and na Emma Mamfo and continue me joining. In fact, a lot of people I'm so SSNIT there how you no more can SSNIT how you na. Most of the time, no one can say, "Oh, how the but people don't say, "Ebia, it's not there. Would you seek a command? Almost just ye." And I said, "SSNIT there. A whole year pass. I was would you seek a call." So it was a proposition. In
the whole year, more of. It was a man for the pay.
That's right. And you know, I sat down and I thought about it, and I say, well, then what we should try and do is a sa narrative.
Okay.
Nanya mananya say, SSNIT there, okay, a good place to work, right? Me person staff no, when you just say, feel good, but it is also a good place to put your money. The narrative now says to the point, say, hey. SSNIT there one for sika anko ho anase one for pension anko ye there and na wu na odi hu. That's the narrative that I wanted to change. So into giving that no, then the question is say na obey no
strategies near then
internet say also money pa na opese odi sika ba na also ton man hu say near wu man no enie say me no person obaji mi sika there shey me near wu man me Shem for so menya e wo hunti I was me music bro na me van come say me say na obenten now na was me the bro so
yes
hey na ans now we yes no so no omo a ewu mu no dada no a omo de ewu omo ayo captive customers na omo ho no make sure say it is easy for them to do their business. It is easy for them to give you their money. So I'm not easy to be brewer. And yes, I feel now be bre. Aye, you me conabra and sana. Sikana or de bre no cry or to me the amount. To make it easy for people to give you their money. So and you know, once I be more good service. Because public sector, I did about when can say, oh, public sector, their service. Or bow and charge, just will be delay and as a banner to telephone, ma'am, or Nipakno to telephone. So, yes, maybe your new building commerce and sana, but until we changes our service, not man for who say, oh, they're responsive to their needs now. And no, and the Doma, a man for no, I say, one, Adiano, me qua, bibi wo mame, as a bibi papa bi wo mame, and two, wahala no. nina ebia swati ebi ni ho. If you can do that now, then I believe say you can get people to join and grow the business.
That's really interesting. In terms of practical strategies, I would go to change the narrative. No, what are the things you did to make sure? So, okay, in terms of the number of contributors, in terms of changing the organizational culture, in terms of changing the general image of SSNIT, and especially so now you free a period that SSNIT was dogged with this huge corruption scandal. Your friends say, OBS scandal. No, never been practical. To change the narrative at SSNIT.
So the first thing I mean is say, I need all my staff.
Okay.
And the first thing I did is to make sure say staff will be active professionally. And me sorry anopa na ma fat plane na me quota credit, for example. Me can't share me secretary class me unannounced. Na ma share atade mufti. Me ba first zen obi animi na me ma TV so. Na ma call. Na ma me say me a customer. Na ma share senior staff on the money.
Mystery shopping.
Yes. Into me yes had ye be same prince and pen 9. Na manfu kra nim say Director General. Into me come me hu nia me hu a na fe mayi me hu adi. Na me no ma di nkomo. Say me ni o. Say na tie dem buy say na mahu. Na ya di nkomo ne ya hu me aka say okay ansa I was yes no ma bi mu. Into I try to get the staff to be responsible.
Yeah.
Ebi nti yes ebi awo kwadwuma obi o ha I was also serve customer. Ebebo 10 and 11 and sana wo badwuma. So
I was SSNIT.
Nti sometimes me call office ebi nkra na mo a ebi anopa me sorry any say member pension as am quotation ngwa. Also do 8 o'clock about 8 o'clock na me ho. Ni ahwe o mo assigning into wa on signing no now ba then send e no wasamka. That third thing, simple things like ubeba office unim ni oye adwuma wo ho unim ni oye adwuma yani na unim ni oye customer inti tag identification tag awudi also I was say staff bia bon tag because they're very important.
Yeah.
And no never who say we staff and I say we member and our client. But all time and so tag no so boho. Now we was so na visible. Say obi betra wonim na service na nko yia and me set up hotline so.
Okay.
To onipa kuno etimi report. So am I who say bia ha and then no man ko yi nti o say ehwe ne yes ade. Nti first thing they say also nya staff no to come along to be professional. Nti that's one of the first things that we try.
And results aba
pa. Me say obeko SSNIT now call year obemu say amount for people come to work on time. Do course necessary. As I can say, assistant
work in progress. Okay.
But assistant quite a bit. Okay. So see, I'm on SSNIT phone because I catch them say, "Digi." They say they tag, you know. Are part of our attire? So me share my tag, na tag the most crana na me feel say be me complete. And no, one thing. The second thing is say you have to make sure say you set the tone from the top.
Yeah.
And you know. Adia me no me expect to say me subordinate ni be nti adwuma no also we bi nti no tell me yes you nti na me de me meba adwuma 2 o'clock na ma pon 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock baby you na na ewum nti me 7 8 o'clock ni na mo ha to be me mitimi tremu say me 10 anajo. But it is so you set the example for people to follow.
Yeah.
And again, sir, baby to say, I make us a professionalism. To me, and can say, oh, yeah, your friend is saying, a brandjuma into any beer. So I say, yeah, now we're in a French, indeed, Obi on our Banwa memo, they are Bremen, Namemono, with kind be and Koyi and Crawford, but when I'm the red marks, I'm the bro. Until eventually the culture changed. Now, the other practical things, and say, okay, contributors. a ban is saying any amount etimi atiase. Until now we have to find ways to make bema asemna kofom. You look around, you see your friends the new media.
Yeah.
Because it's not social media, and then your followers are only like 15,000.
15,000.
And then you were about 400,000 followers.
Oh.
And then we reach about 1 million of our members and clients
through social
media every month. Is it almost more than that?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to resolution of problems in Nkrofona, we resolve about 300 cases every day, all through social media. Right? And I think so. A friend is in public education. Yet we try to push messages through public education. It's time of COVID crab into Minko. Yes, a BBS friend is SSNIT info zone. You call virtual. Now you church amount from into education, no, and so FT and CSA COFOM. You need stakeholders. One of the biggest stakeholders here, organized labor. Yeah. So someone to us here, so now we're into us. I say, be anywhere. How is the and also to us. Into any stakeholders, any TUC, for example, 2 years ago, you can boom a call all across the country. Send any microphone be sharing a church room. In the public education is no yashimukina. And now the thing is, you have to be transparent. Because SSNIT for so long, I had to say black box. We say on Nam Kranz and SSNIT saying, nobody knows what is in there. Then say you're transparent. It is a one now they also pensions now complaining in Crawford or they are branding on trans near trans mass no go through. Nay, run over and then me, Dr. John Ofori-Tenkorang, I may decide to say, Obi me per 70 the occupation, member was 3, and now you produce and so on them in Penasam or Qua, money taku. Yeah, and run over honum until we are transparent, no beer who says, see, and I ain't share tears any juma. That transparency is no preachy, and accountability. Accountability, oh, yeah, Juma. You are supposed to produce something, and there are rules I see now we go by. It is a boom run as well. Now, what's some bam anymore? Maybe I'm running down. So I say, maybe I'm running down a near the two. And sir, and no mean, for example, to go from pension, maybe I'll be contributing for 25 years, 30 years. A quantua, a quantutenting. So what I say. And you know, all along, no, I was say Timikipu or Nipano contributor, no, bring him along with you. And to be on her, the statement, Krano be on the Viti as I say, or SSNIT. The statement, Krano say, Ebia. Say na bosmi bia yetua cosnet mame entino yes because unnim ne cosnet no e do no pension obi say sika bum bi obi na da ho enti bana say anye ne no spect no na ne bofu no I disappointed. Enti for the first time you introducing electronic statements, e-statement you honey email their command. We push it to you. And upon request? No. We do it regularly. Okay. And they say we're doing it every quarter. Okay. Every quarter we push it out to you on your email. And that means you'll be to me a coin website. Now I could pull at any time for yourself. Statement. It is sir, no man way in a count because we can't endorse me, but when in a count, I will come more. And no your strategies be idea good for more. Your practical strategies. Say in your home faso, Wow, that's great. Indeed, so some SSNIT more branches around the country. Saying in terms of like 51.
51. 51. Meaning say maybe emergency offices in Ghana.
Yes.
51.
Yes, they were almost in every region. Now say I'm say red district here. And I'm say Oti.
Okay.
And na
yet to go
in Nibio. But time I know boom and what originated near Hohoi and near and near Denu.
Okay. And you see a 51 in the country and a staff strength of they're saying
the staff strength I think is about 2,400.
Oh, okay.
thereabouts.
2,400. A junior war against staff strength, you know. A match, and answer still you need more.
And I think, sir, in the long term, I was here to me use abefo
technology,
right? Emma in staff strength no. Because in strategic plan, no strategic planner. I try to say over time, no, we should be able to reduce staff strength. Because so the computer automate.
You don't need more hands.
And the idea in kaino nanka yemfane say
Asempa FM.
In kaino na ye hire obia yemfane say typist. Na juma nyina say typist. And I said na juma nyina say telephonist. And I said now ubiquity left mu now pia buttons.
Every man call for.
Yeah, so me so be that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
When the man call now call left no be cooperative now pia on that.
Yeah.
Over time no a lot of these things change because people input media for themselves. So what I say. Into the say you know so the abe from fidie no a year a juma. Ade anka yesi nipa miensa be no. Ebi onipa baako ene afidie no ebetimi aye. It is a CA, for example, so matumi aye say na manfo ate ase say SSNIT the one for zika anko ha na wo ha ho. I don't need na someone can send this guy I don't need an army of people from compliance officers to be called around because I don't know and some because not the anybody about that. What I say or the about that and the FA how on saying. So in no even though we are around 2,400, you know, across the nation, you know, I think say over time, you know, we should strive to make sure that we are more efficient. And maybe the numbers can come down. And we can do more work with less people.
Absolutely. And you're into the juicy bit. Maybe I'm free say nipa bibena air train. And I don't know who statistics. I don't know how true it is, but I say 80% of SSNIT contributors in 1,000 or less say omoko pensioner. Is that true?
80%. I think it's about, I know 50%.
50.
No. It's about right. It's about right. 80% will probably get 1,000 or less.
1,000 or less. Say omo kofia. Great. In the for and only my dear so akwati said oh can I for nipa my year juma 30 years. Me wiena me kofia. Bosumi bi ana makwa 800 Ghana and 1,000 Ghana. Me say one of your biggest because me kai say or more point to some of your first engagement okay say you would want to improve the lot of SSNIT contributors. How far have you come with that? What me to run among?
So let's deal my main first one now premise now first. I think I have some statistics here. My main can no na fi
okay.
Asempa FM.
About 1%, only about 1%, right, of pensioners earn more than 5,000 Ghana cedis
a month.
Yes,
1% of what pension and omunya more than 5,000 cedis a month.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Now that is say wow, but at the same time, in control say to see I mean okay say I contribute to Sikano. 5%, only 5% of the contributors and now mutia SSNIT on salaries more than 5,000 Ghana cedis. Into 95% of workers now contribute and say salary I did less than 5,000 Ghana cedis a month. I started at the high end.
Yeah.
We call low end like a control. So my culture will say about 35% of your contributors contribute to on less than 700 Ghana cedis a month. 35%.
35%. Contribute on less than 700 cedis a month. Into the employer need to based on 700 cedis.
700 Ghana cedis.
Hey.
700 Ghana cedis. basically friend is saying 13.5% of 700
Ghana cedis.
So that's it. And I be SSNIT. Okay, and yeah, the 2.5 common national health insurance. But the point is, SSNIT, you know, the insurance, and then they say,
Asempa
they insure onipano occupational income.
Yeah.
Say time o lifestyle na supported by your occupational income no. Branebe insure sa lifestyle no with us. Na that should be accident be bar. Now wabanwa be claim a portion of that lifestyle. So what I say. Enti no nia odi beba abeka kyen say na me de bo me bra enneyi a me gina me nanso yi. Enu ehu entito ho ene ebeye ana premium ene ebeti de ato ho. Na dachi accident ne ba na accident ne yet say we could dem ana say we do pension. Now ba say me be claim a ye be hwe eno so ene de etiolka emra ne very very clear. Right? Now, it is sir, and then one last thing, 50%, half of the contributors, I say, they are earning less than 1,100 Ghana cedis. 50%.
50%.
Right. And so if I tell you just a 50% of pensioners earning less than 800 Ghana cedis a month. Because hey, but now I know say 50% are contributing on less than 1,100, and our pensions is only a percentage of Nyawi insure. In fact, under the new law, the maximum you can get on that is like 60% of your for instance salary.
No.
That is it. And you know, I say obi kase ne pension sa.
On
And most of the time I'm doing say ebia ade bia ye de che gratuity. And yet gratuity a contributory. And you know, there be ana me come make example way say obi they say ojina now see na wakoto nice Mercedes Benz. Na uchi say cancel the auto also we insure for the that chance na oko insurance company no as obi na car no car ben year ben model ben o si o tiko so tiko tiko alachabi na o si okay and say tiko alachade a and him say bosmi bia na obetu advance 20 Ghana
20 cedis.
Yes. Now the uchu benzo na uchu 20 cedis na fe do be now there be chombe sorry now car na ira and I say wakonya accident bi na ya now call insurance company ho say o ko claim now ko na yes okay o ko yes you use ka be ma o say o ne dey ma ko to replacement of your car ni o say na dey fear we dey say dey oh now who expect to say baba insurance company no be mouse come akoto Benz in fact show me book room kra na who say kra say na we be na uchi Benz
the only tiko ya ma tiko huska
sanity into me an we be brain no eno na emra no ahihye say we so ditu aka and into that say make say transparency no me make sure say a control over into during that time I was members ni who say misika ekohoni so senia that you know e do no ba be claim a friend say Asempa money pusa but what did I make an answer into yes the numbers na make you know a bit low but the thing is the people there are the SSNIT now amount for be on their basic salary. Basic allowance obi what you say me just say allowance kakra what check kakra so what you say and no dey SSNIT was so you know
and the bena basic no so form allowances na man cost
yes and you say all of a sudden oko pension na allowances need disappear. Allowance is the time away juma no at time na onya allowance onya jere juma ne yepe allowance no
Ekosiisen
na fi ye base na ahina onya na ye basically ne ekọ ne amount percentage of the basic
portion
of the basic So na make sure no. Until on the same sense in America say tree bends or say media a tiko.
Me to tiko who insure.
Ha, and they do hona tiko na sem no. And no near better so a tioka. Until no manya set us our stage in no. Near me patran say near the bebano. Near baba be insure. A natural crunkrun say near be driano. And one Asempa FM. Until a net gratuity. Say a buying an SSNIT chow because why you for 40 years, 30 years. Why you 30 years no? I say how come now neighbor. I hear now insure said that chance into the length of time now already Jumano and yet no the sole determinant saying we na menya but the quantum of a day now by obeying insure you know. And no, and no,
and in what it means, and I don't know how fast SSNIT can go. The attendant said, "Some employee." See, my interest should be in negotiating for a better basic salary.
Thank you.
A better basic salary.
Thank you.
FM.
And on the flip side, no, employers no almost said that deliberately. Na maybe also they can basic no I said that already allowance they do allowance no perfu na basic make it too heavy. How do we deal with it, especially from employers point of view? Yeah, very day
komo I was say if it is this and komo no dey seriously. I mean they be when I basic assembly in Crawford I think you always also nipa kono hu what is in it for them.
Yeah.
So what I say because the guy ocean they say so until you have to let the person who say this is what is in it for me. May no do can make an example be say work of faculty be na betra won chain or share mama one that thing or kware and I say here wo ye beka say una obeja na kwayo nti say wo hwe na brabo no eye basa during the time or few in China ye beka say na rawe onye ho na kotra na obi and now obi ahwamana na sa no nti employers have to also more TSS say seni employees no omuko pension no ma brabo ye basa it doesn't reflect good on their business. It doesn't make good business sense.
Yeah.
So what I say. Yeah. In fact, the narrative should change to the point say, Obi Baka say, hey, no one can hear Jumama Obi and Sons because Obi and Sons, they hear Jumama now called pensioner. And then I made this say no, but Dachi, in the process say workers. Even who negotiate even your year emoluments, you should have your pension in mind. So, and then the employer also because on also a part of the bargain, say America say kwarane tonchen would bet be atonchen one no. On also should know say semi workers no wie na omo your pension omo boss it wouldn't speak well of me and maybe I may not even get good people to work for me. It is a conversation that labor and employers need to start having. And semi amount for better say because amount for TSS semi pensioner say na menya we pension dey say weba. We know that it will come. Into say na picture net here at the time I make a pension. You actually say we are more vision. Because you friend defined benefit. Defined benefit say from day one you know what you are going to get. See picture natural that. And to say I am more vision no vision let's say it here. We should be able to sit together and understand say per se the lot of pensioners increase improve. And I'm not saying I was here too.
And also the net because network compliance teams from around whistle stops. Some companies near they share because when say image of employers and they say okay, this is what you for retirement as and your man it wraps off the image of your company. The same for SSNIT because SSNIT and so So workers be so start so more complaining and your pension so it be other be any understanding of what you're explaining now. But when they will join the chorus, when as they all say your pension so what can SSNIT also do? It is a compliance team ever company A or company B. What do they look out for? Say about the share say one employer need to have a SSNIT and now say employer need to have the right SSNIT. You see what difference? Do you look out for whether say employer what you have SSNIT am our workers and now say are you paying the right SSNIT for your workers?
Okay. Obi that's it. You share nimi enu nyina.
Okay.
You share nimi enu nyina. But before I my message teaser asem my main control say there are pensioners omoto to omo normal year with SSNIT are making obi oha the pension ebro 50,000 Ghana cedis a month.
500 million.
And no
our pension
ebi there 70,000 Ghana cedis a month.
Now I don't know you money to yana kasai.
No to yana kasai. I know bisa.
Not you 20 million a month.
Me ebi so enti nipa ni bi
FM.
Omo enya vision. No mu se ne ade ne tie. Enna omo fa kwampaso. Ne almost they are sitting pretty when you so as I say
500 million
Messi ebidia brosa out there
our Ghana here
to send away with me to send away with me what I say no system nankasana ye operating there sabi hun teach ma good framework no good. In fact, framework me dey be American say generous. Na enti me kasa man for this no. Na no me person amount TF from to say na say.
So dey
ya pa.
By anamo
wa betu. Enti no na say na be ya ama omo the lot of omo contributions say no. Any onchirima na ombeba no. Ebe ye better na say omo behu picture na ye atro mo no on steady here no matter who na mo so that's true. Now SSNIT compliance officers yen emra no e train say obi adwuma ema adwuma wura na se adwuma wura no entia onipa kono SSNIT kra yen no wotwaka emra man ho kwan say yen ne nkodi yetimi de nkwa sende bia. Two, say otia, but ontia ne pepepepe to send ya emrane shese was otia na, meaning the percentage of the basic salary na, the statutory percentage of the basic salary na, and no so no, yenene wasam.
Asempa FM.
So what I say? And na say obia otia the correct percentage, baby. On enya bosini bia no tia ebi wa de bia kam ebi wa na ye no eno nso no ye ne wo twaka ena mra no nso man ye ho kwan say timi de nipa no court S7 as a criminal I timi de to counterback kra so inti ye a mra no emma kwanya emma ne say we should go and protect the workers inti say wo ye odwuma yeni na say routine who say SSNIT na ye chiama ono and yet the correct percentage na say o mayen ya sotia ye whistle blowing numbers in Crawford yen ebeba na abekon na ma and internet statement in Crawford are making very important because oh wana say bosumi bia me de bro and I say my text message same thing obehwe obi etua me SSNIT ni say ni say then you know that you are safe lockstep but say what of 3 years 4 years 10 years 15 years now you say benda obey who say ade na ekoyi na say nkoyi
Ekosiisen on
so anase be den kra ka kire say me ye adwuma wo tokuro mu ha o na me employer no ontua me SSNIT so nti when me na ye ayi a wo say toto na emma ye no yetimi ye adwuma na eboa adwuma and that's why I've been pushing for transparency
because eboa yen so That's true.
That's true. Question will be say answer and say, yeah, compliance officer, yeah, say, utia the correct amount, and now utia regularly as you should. Now, as to whether say, maybe I will be as to whether say, well, allowance is near buffoon. And now basic aspect of books, you know, you need it. And
I would have to negotiate well.
Thank you. Thank you. Asemna.
Okay. And this ne ukonye adwuma near the appointment letter amount. Now who's allowances are kakaka ma wani nyesa.
Mo ni
she basic no.
Yes, you
check basic.
Oh, nkosi anare
no. Oh, nkokoma.
Thank you.
Now nkokoma. In the check the basic. Yeah, very important. The other thing is that compliance team no. Do you trust them? Because I mean, rarely do you hear say
Asempa
FBI moya but you don't publish. Say SSNIT the employees be court. Ya publish man confirm say you way atum to serve as a deterrent to other employers. Do you do it?
Yeah, papa. Na say yeah, for be mass prosecution. It mean mass prosecution several warrants be I mean there are even high profile cases. A day amount for a court.
Yeah, I remember there are good day one.
You publish it.
I bank of room.
Oh, now me say, and the IN say several summons, no, a criminal summons. Yeah, when you get the summons, it says criminal summons. Now, and they say don't serve anybody but the CEO, a finance director. No ni locus PR officer there be yes ko CEO nankasa pemu nankasa the fan bracket na yes several summons so yes several not in the name of the company yes several in the name of the person Dr. John Ofori-Tenkorang and yes Director General of SSNIT yes several Dr. John Ofori-Tenkorang.
Wow.
So it is very onerous and to say yes several those summons na say aduma ura for no mu most of the time
on Asempa
they approach and they say you can't say na ye near trance na ya negotiate na ya try say okay okay come penalty also the kahunye as per emra is able to your mind they are the sika na hwehwe to your mind Asempa FM we are not interested in the
but no you be a permanent so no because I say criminal summons no they litigate. I mean, many companies, separate legal personalities, and there's a company no na aye bibi bonibia. Why do you summon me?
I'm running Makwainsa. I'm running Trese. I'm running in idea to say the edgeman or say the person is liable in their capacity. And you call court now call it judge Ben now call it in front of him. Judge no book run say it. And insanity. And most of the time, you know, when they see it, then they push for amicable settlement. And for us, it is more than enough because only Panadachi in the person, what Panadachi in the person protected. Until we do that quite a bit, but it is the last resort. Me philosophy say no, I don't want to do. Right? I wish you will just comply.
Yeah, comply.
So as I say, and even if you fail to comply, na say several summons na. I don't want to waste time to go to court, have my friends and prosecutor go, nothing or my lord. So I say, inti say the bill now June from so to a year. Try to say best settle now ochia. Now work I protected. Not something call. You
know about share if the Ghanaian worker is better off under SSNIT now. And now say it is saying, but before that, I'm saying organized labor de kakra. Say omo members be pensions ana ban na enhye da nkoye papa mo di ho nkomo but yenya wa he no what was the real story na dey asema
yo obi let me see me say metimi abone tofa na over the years pension no na ya reform and as system kakra samra na 2008 na yes sa pension
on Asempa FM.
Say personal pension law no your friend PNDC law 247 into yes sa law no na SSNIT nkwa and her pension so and na yes okay and the system just the same introduce you new players into the pension space into no instead of first na year 1 no say koye 3 your friend 3 tier into 3 tier no your friend at 766 okay na enso sue ba ko demu pa ne say first na scanning na SSNIT na hweso no 3 tier no ba no o say sa sikano yemfa bi enkoma your friend tier 2 the first na ye ba akopɛ no say ne na ye ba akopɛ no ye chemu mienu eye no tier 1 and tier 2
okay
na tier 2 no ye no de yemfa ma SSNIT yemfa nkoma private fund managers so no mo hwɛ so na SSNIT enhwɛ kakra na aka no so atias ne aka no anko tier 2 na SSNIT enhwɛ so entino say obi eco pension under the old law na say na ne sikani nyina wo SSNIT ho no oko pension ne sikani nyina wo abeje wo SSNIT ho meboa now under the new law no say obi ko pensioner say na ne sikano ebi eco tier 2 na ebi eco SSNIT no I was so oji efri sa miaye mienu no so na new law no say okay first no under old law na pensioner utimi je part of your pension 25% ohamunchemu aduenunum 25% utimi je no boom animanim ya inse say obetwen say bosumi bia yentua ma wa akoze obehu no na utimi je ne boom and your friend lump sum okay and the old law no say lump sum no brabeji was SSNIT and na old law no so say sa lump sum no so brabeji no your pension ya calculate amount no and no 25% the amount now new law no so say who are we contributor before say new law no iba no now utika was SSNIT no right
Ekosiisen
because say going forward no the part of the tikane become tier 2 no kakran so akawo because from the time I started law no 2010 no a honor answer na wo de ufiti and say this can be cut tier 2 no uko pensioner cut tier 2 no koji near wo hono but because now we contribute to kakra bi wo ho answer na law no ban usika kakra bi akam was SSNIT and no I part of the lump sum because tier 2 no and the amount lump sum to see that crabia kamu was SSNIT I part of the lump sum no and on your friend no pass credit
okay
credits be away and they passed
okay
now in addition to that the regular monthly pension I don't know SSNIT I said there also into for example omwa empire say after 2010 answer no be joining SSNIT kra no omo they come strictly under the new law. Musicano part of it goes to tier 2, the rest stays with SSNIT. Pass credit be any baby. Okay. So I just now the issue nearby and say during the transition period because 2020 what time I'm pass it on almost say almost my 10-year grace period. Be actually say after that 10 years no there. Old law no you trim cry into bia beba under the new law so I tell into 2020 year effectively like a switch over period say from now no either your friend is saying ukojiti tu no about beje kakra na wo SSNIT no okay so what they found out labor was saying is Ninkrofo bi ha almost retired last year under the old law. So almost share lump sum no, which is 25% of their pension now paid upfront now. A chain ni awon koji what tier 2 any past credits na e what SSNIT on e kemu was SSNIT no. Kan mienu bomu a want to say sa ni mienu no esa a chain ya ne young one on the same pay our call pension last year lump sum. Okay, that is a major issue complaint, right? Now the new law now will pass it and you pass a law to improve pensions.
Okay, and
so you want pensioners to be better off under the new law than the old law. Now the fact of the matter is so the new pensioner you tier under the new law plus tier 2 ne pass credit now calculate say over the life expectancy of the person benya or they compare old law now. It is like it is very clear say under the new law pensioners get more. But this small small portion of the lump sum because of say switching from one to the other and no labor no say we dear as soon as last year no so me there but at the same time no new person on the regular monthly pensions no higher than obinidi but say if it's higher now it's okay, but I don't want to be worse off in any respect than the other one. Now there's a reason why that happens, and the reason is say under the old law now a pension no IADB amount or lump sum no and you're based on only you find say best 3 years of contribution. Into most of the time your last 3 years. Okay, so what I say because there be a but under the new law no sa tier 2 no any past credit no you share every single contribution you have made since you started now the interest account. So what I say in the end say we start here now we can and I got 3 years and be co pension akoye MP and now we be boom. Now under the old law no, because I share your last 3 years and no you far and but in the new law no you better share with interest. So and into no sad differences nearby. Into no it's a bit travel be into say nyadwuma and na do dan kwa kufuado say okay well reform the eba in the transition no people will be caught on either side. Into during this year of transition no say you calculate your pension under the old law. Now you calculate under the new law. Now say you lump sum section. Now say difference be omu. On the other hand, they also say difference be omu kura. So difference no be omu na buying. Ebetre na SSNIT. You say na buying betre through SSNIT. Say any calculation.
Absolutely.
So what I say. Into you know na adudankwa step in president. I say okay. Then the period of transition and you better near. Into assembly na ne tofana no.
In the end, labor come at home.
Yes.
Wow. And if that has been dealt with, we have to look at because there were some very important questions as well. But the most important thing here, under war for the past 4 years, no, are we better off? Ghana for a year, you contribute to SSNIT. That should dovetail into a big achievement for SSNIT as Director General.
Yeah, I will say we are better off. Now you are better off, no. Sabi, usika awuje na radio me intimacy sano. Emrakura mame ho kwan se mesesa sa. Right?
Yeah.
But then enye ne awuje ne nene nko a ochina obejibi, adeche obejibi nene nkrofo. Into the question is near say ye 2 year ni hwe future na. Is the future brighter?
Bright.
Or is dim? Maybe people say the future is bright. The future is bright because
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Scheme na no. Say ochina eniwa. Nobody has anything to friend is saying to go by.
Yeah.
Into sustainability is very key. Right? Into you have to make sure say the scheme is strong to be there. Say betimi etua ochina ne adechene. me feel say and come on me we dey up till now you need no ma me dey to akwan mi o say o kan nyina bo ma otimi say is building a foundation for sustainability. Say nipa ne bebrebe abedom na sika mo yedru na make sure say there be ebetimi atua ebi nkam because say am na o ka say bosume so ni atua pensioner enye sika da ho your pension bill no enye it's not enye sika ya dia to ho dada and it make cover nyina say the sika ya gene ne ye de bitu obi pension senior generations na betimi anko. It is very important say nipa bedom so that is no I think say and to say idea to akwan no nyina no pointing to the direction of sustainability. Right.
But also would mean say then there should be records to show say under new contributors they say and Abeka, so you can buttress the point of sustainability.
Yes and under there has been say even compliance rate.
Okay.
Comply from 2016 up until I think we've probably gone up from what is it? I think it used to be 70 something percent. Right now we are like above 80 something percent.
80 something percent.
Right.
Okay.
Now 2016. Now maybe no share contributions collections I make here in 2016 now less than collections that we made in 2015.
Okay.
In fact, I think it was about even 13% less. It's year on year.
Now a drop for
the first time in SSNIT history from 2015 to 2016 contributions dropped to in Ghana I was afibia to pay me. It is a nipa the same crana say I was paying I had to but it dropped. And now since under we came we've been able to make sure that there is year on year
increase in contributions.
Right. Okay. Now me buy 2016 but ade ba kwa ye was SSNIT say ye jisika no na e bitu ya pension na kakra na ye wo no the investment the two for that nti there were and SSNIT so man for ya bisa say SSNIT investment so sisi dying in the crop no find ya the paper there nti there were a lot of investment costs na shy say e betimi aye home bibi enti in a friend is saying executing these projects no audit any contractors no trans the audit chair say oh ade we here am here say nka e betimi aye ni say any born say no nka we say bia e ba form kakra e ma ye negotiations bebre I to me save over 200 million Ghana cedis. Okay.
Ekosiisen
from
investment cost alone. In JB I say Ekosiisen die. Na a dino per be a contract I assign no. You say at the end 10 million. Na ya ba be share at the way there in ka say be 8 million. Na ya see entrance in kind of can if be Ekosiisen 9 million. E be what so 10 million. So what you ask. International say need savings for us.
It is our savings na ba ekwahin.
Oh, sending there just said that you koton we investment now ton next say profit in the cost of what I say because in certain cost near high will cost not reduce.
So we be say me about the average return rate on investment per annum for the average worker and whether it is competitive enough.
Okay, so I guess you are talking about say onipakona or dinisika be mayen. So now free what is the effective return on his money?
Absolutely.
Okay, so one because say scheme no direct defined contribution, meaning say obi the amount for boom. Nti enya pension enya obenya no say be the same na me pension menya. So I say insurance. Nti depending on senior abrabo no befa no your return on your contributions will be different from somebody else's return. But having said that, me analysis be the analysis no term said say who take the average pensioner now often say the contributions now or your friend is on the mass net no say how do your investment send there be would be a fixed deposit in Crawford now
Asempa FM
o compare near obenya oho now they compare near SSNIT or pension and SSNIT obenya na. How do the two compare? And what I found out is say if you come into the SSNIT scheme and you qualify for pension, you earn at least you earn at least about 3 or 4 or 5 times the value of the scanner
from fixed deposit.
No, okay, the value of the scanner. Okay. Now, so they compare, say, fixed deposit. Now, find say, you see, find a treasury bill at the benchmark, and then there is always some spread over the treasuries. It was like SSNIT was providing consistently about 4% above the treasury bill rate over the long period and that's outstanding. So, but that is a structure of just the defined benefit scheme. Now, coming back to abua pension, I'm better off in there. Me so what TBB can be as a friend ghost pensioner. Ghost pensioner and they say onipakuni din payroll so. But on tiase. Now, SSNIT manager say we are pensioner na nyankopon frewa.
Asempa.
Se wunni mfie adiosun numa. Sika bi oho a wo se yetua edema se be omo ode magya akire no. Nti your friend survivors benefit.
Okay.
But se we de adiosun num ene akire a ene SSNIT ni track and bia. And as SSNIT nso bosumi bia yetua wo ka direct deposit into your bank account. It is a na o ma me country say we wu and one is any ecosa bosumi bia na etwagum. It said ne nana bi na ode ATM card amane say o de bosumi bia koneko yi misika de brema. And o kwa na o yi sa. Entino ye hu say ye hwen pension bill na ekosro na ye hwe the age of the pensioners on our payroll now. Ube no be the 101. Now that's all GP. No be the 98. No GP. Mpatos in American say. Now in France will be the 72. Will be the in France 78 or GP. Ebi otiase. Yeah. What I say? Ebi so an odi 101 no nyame hira na otiase. Baby so an entesa. Yeah. Ebi so an we be 78 nso on tiase. Na yetuasa. Nti eno na ye hwehwe mu na yes no ene ye beg the she beto from na ye tutu asanto kro na delete names na ye feel say omo tiase no those names no goes pensioners no I no ye ade na enne etimi delete about 11,000 right empem dubako okay no etimi save almost about I think about 130 million cedis.
In the meaning of money you don't pay into the account.
And this is anya sade na nkasa sika no over the past 3 years in kiachi adada. So it's when me na ka ho a no man make say say contributors no as well as the pensioners no. They are better off. They are better off now. The other thing
in the investment and the facts are amount for over the years investment as net yana in way kakra more investment class list. For example, the separate investment mama members me a contributor to SSNIT.
Yes.
As I said, where can I go to know investment as net demisika aye? And how would I then be able to determine say okay, based on this investment as SSNIT, I'm getting quality return on my investment with SSNIT than ABR, maybe investment A or investment B.
Obi Sebi, by very important. Website.
Okay. Okay.
There is a section on investment.
Okay.
Until you go there, and it will show asset classes.
Okay.
Allocation to those assets, the returns that we've been getting over the years. In our website.
On the SSNIT website.
On the SSNIT website.
Oh really?
And me so say nipa bebre ebi a omunim but nkomo yi wa maya kwenye ni abosa dawro no
very
important ko honso no akọ hunu say na maka me say transparency is everything.
SSNIT.org.gh. Okay. Because it's very important. Okay, I think it pops up directly into SSNIT.org.gh.
Yes.
All information I will pay.
And financial statements now upload.
Okay. I'm told the website is under maintenance now. At least that's what comes up. So maybe which is routine maintenance there.
www.SSNIT
.org.gh. The website is undergoing routine maintenance, and they kindly check back later. We are sorry for the inconvenience caused, which is normal. I mean, we'll come back some other time. That's true. You've seen it, right? Okay.
Ekosiisen
now very soon. Will be very soon. So we are going to even launch a new website where we are going to push a lot of our services there
onto the website,
so that, for example, person will buy SSNIT clearance certificate.
Office.
Because I didn't know SSNIT clearance. I say anything. I just say I was here. I say what you SSNIT contributions now as an employer.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
Into I don't know I was a computer to me amount. So what I say. Into which mean we employer no one register with us now. You can go my SSNIT. Now the way you employer now I request a clearance certificate. I was say if you to me fa na say we records in a year na records in a corrector na generate a computer certificate. Ama wa obet me print the aye wajuma.
Oh okay.
We say you maybe to say we na ni say ni partner ye. But we are just a cabrane, the Nubaba office now, Baba, and it's any mammy and but also on them. Until we are trying to also become more digital. So, near a bit me a year with Abefu video.
Okay. In this, say, I'm become website now, make a share more asset class, no. Maybe me share return on investment. I mean, as a contributor, if it's any competitive, can I do something about it? And I mean to me, I don't know. Those are decisions left for you, the management of SSNIT, to take.
Yes, and those are decisions left with us and our regulator.
Okay.
So your regulator, SSNIT near also. Into your regulator, which is National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Our also be supervisor senior running affairs. You say. A bit me and Madiana is sustainable and as sustainable. In a way, we make as a contributor. No, say America say a defined benefit need to know. Your benefits are enshrined into that. It's up to SSNIT to make sure say they are running the thing well enough. Say when your time comes to get your pension, and you can get it because it's a contract. The defined benefits scheme a contract. And you know. In a way, you can say, fine, but my time do or something with the mommy. So I say, but that is not what you want,
of course.
Of course. But the in order to make sure that doesn't happen, no, that's why you have a regulator. And also you have oversight responsibility.
And regulator investment almost more asset class.
Yes, you have to
returns.
You have to publish and send it to the regulator. And they have every right to query.
to query. And the last time I'm query more and almost sanctions net here.
Oh, it's not a question of sanction. Okay, maybe they may buy and sanction.
Sanction.
The sanction will be before maybe I will have him. But I can tell you, sir, the current regulator are very active in the affairs of SSNIT. I'm letter head yellow.
Okay.
Now MPRA. Me call me share me mail when I'm yellow here, Miss baby. And when I say yellow no basa I tell Madame for attack roof, Miss Massa, but crash yellow to what's but you know, they are very active and we are working cooperatively together.
Is SSNIT not bigger than MPRA? Money power and say your model.
Oh,
as for me, I'm a regulator, but I'm more muscles saying MPRA. I mean, to me, I don't come with them.
I am fan say what the 90 years. Huh?
Yes.
Now, obey the 30 years. Yes, the president. O person which I say, oh, what the 90 years in teenage years, oh, no, power channel. Yes, the president. You back cannot cancel down better.
Yes.
But what I say, into Embrano, because it is a creature of statute. Embrano is saying, so
and I create
MPR is on now your boss.
Yeah, but Embrano paper. So in reality, in practice, no, but I'm a SSNIT. What has more 51 officers? MPRA, I don't think would have 10 officers around the country. And in terms of monitoring you and monitoring you well, no, SSNIT resource base, SSNIT financial muscles and the power more. The NPRA cannot do what they have to do.
But some monitoring monitoring the same. And yes, monitoring said that they also do a new question say a dying way here and I say and your reports. So as I said, send America say was here publish I'm sorry say and I'm right. But send also a publishing here, you know. You are supposed to publish and it's audited. In fact, since 2017, Auditor General. And Nankasa auditing, not even an external auditor.
Okay.
And by on one a audit.
Okay.
Into our audit now I issue your friend is saying signed financial statements. Naturally said they all be on why granular work now auditing. And then it is that report no.
And I'm going to come
who say also a car contributions are projected benefits are also to now can now boom and few bears say me son and I said dunum a bit out here and asking who and since I can boom na said in Sicily then near letter bro
okay
say you say baby my moi you bet me I can say meanwhile send me 2 way near letter official letter at the aba Miss me transfer. Now, me transfer now the tabano who say a true letter when I didn't want ya.
Was so bad.
Need to make a public accounts committee and I'm anything.
Was why I say.
That's it.
Well, in my case, I contributed for 10 years before relocating to the US over 12 years ago. What happens to my contribution?
The contribution
in the website which me ashe.
I say I crumple you're making easy say members can go to their website and then be able to see their statements. Until you see your statement, right? Now, your statement they are a bit different.
Okay.
The only one say
Ekosiisen on
Asempa FM. Now they buy. The statement name show say Sikawe and our way and chain. They are very different from defined contribution. Defined contribution there. I don't know. Sikana they buy. They acquire investment in your name. And then every month and as every quarter and I who said this is the amount of money you have. But because a benefit no defined benefit say do time about pensioner a whole and our entitlements defined
defined
in this all statement and the other one say Bosumu it's basically a record of contributions received.
Yeah.
Into be our no say I am fan say what call what relocate I call US. I am fan so man may juma or ha. Asemka.
Yeah.
Na ebi our code 60. This is there. This is there pe or bet me a friend say or apply for the benefit. So what I say, and answer say you want the email address, then the telephone number. You cry from this system here. Go through the list there from. You can say, hey, Bosnia be this system, and I say, next 6 months will be this system. Until I have one hour here, send your pension. Yes, I did. We proactively do that. Until so or this is there. What me apply? Until apply a whole any ever calculate. Nisika, away and change. For example, we also contributing for 10 years. The current law, HSA, and sana obenya pension, qualify for pension, you have to contribute at least 15 years. Until unqualified, so man may unqualified for pension. So what does that mean? I'm running HSA, one qualified for pensioner. Or contributions now,
also 10 years.
10 years. Every contribution, you calculate interest and the interest is defined in the law. The amount. I don't know the return of contributions.
In the 10 years, nobody interest because they need that one.
Yes.
Hey, and the Paul the Suso, the all Massachusetts.
I'm go school.
Oh, okay. In the Paul, the all Obagana. I was saying messages no endorse. You know, I would run through them briefly. Now, where you be anu my near them common aba every a discussion segment. Everybody Ekosiisen sorry. Many Director General of SSNIT and AD and Komo. No studio had that. Inti and oba ultimus and sembe now. On the day the Dr. John Ofori-Tenkorang. Where's Obi? I've worked for over 23 years with GES. Can I take part of my SSNIT contribution to buy a house? I'm 52 years of age now. Lobby, Ewo Accra. No do idea about it. And I think one of the questions are SSNIT contribution, mortgage for houses, any adeno. And random whole quiet sign for such a person. No bet me, I did this.
Short answer is no. I'm interested in Kakra. Same Mrana. Call tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Yeah.
Emrano recognize it say bibisa ebehia. Inti Emrano say tier 2 no utimi koyi saa zika no bi tier 2 no de ko ye mortgage.
Okay.
The same Emrano say tier 3 no so utimi koyi bi de ko ye mortgage. Right? Tier 2 ye 5% of your salary, right? And at tier 3 can go up to 16.5%, right? To the 16.5%, 5%, you have about I think 21.5%. SSNIT only 11%. Okay, into tier 2 and tier 3 provides for an avenue for using Sikano for mortgage without any tax consequences. Inti emrano ehye no yes sikabia e woni e wo se eye ne botai I wo se di so what I say SSNIT die no a tie one na the car SSNIT no ne car enje no almost say a pension say that beba dabi inti se wo pension I wo se didi inti se sika no e sika e dey for pension
you want to
say you need the na for tomorrow we die. Chokun crime say biza binim ka biza intino no that's kind of SSNIT kind of hono tier 1 that 11% for pension
won't be me fan koye they do buy mortgage or dia
tier 2 tier 3.
Okay, I think it explains it. Well, good evening, please ask the director. Today is 18th and no sign of pensioners salary. Thank you. Paul K. Odro to Enchi.
Pacho Katrin say so Tiemia. Yeah, calendar no third Thursday
on Asempa FM
of the month.
Yes, in terms of the mochina beba. So tonight and ukwada.
Yeah, no ukwada. And your tonight or tonight should be the fair.
Inti sanity.
Okay. Hi Obi, I have a few questions. What does he think about making social security a point system as it is in most parts of the world, so you don't necessarily have to wait till 60 years before enjoying SSNIT benefit? As long as you reach the minimum required point, you should be able to apply for your SSNIT benefit while working. And how long do you have to contribute in order to enjoy SSNIT benefit? And then I'll say 15 years, right?
Yes.
Okay, indeed, that answers it. Are the ministers, government and public service officials also contributing to SSNIT? If so, do they enjoy both SSNIT SSNIT benefit and ex gratia during pensions. Kwesi Ofori ewo Wisconsin in the US of A. In the ministers, the government officials, and a public service, almost to SSNIT.
Yes.
Almost to ministers to SSNIT workers and
parliamentarians great to SSNIT workers.
Most of to
SSNIT workers, you say, yeah, worker. Yeah, worker to say, wow.
In most of you
SSNIT.
Sembrano.
You SSNIT pa.
Okay. If not just parliamentarians, ministers, they will enjoy their SSNIT benefit. And we are buying ex gratia no so masayaje.
Tisenia Obi. You pensioner. O SSNIT na what you know. So beji. And them say o konso manager Kosi. Me so say ono so wadi bi a wa hye wo ha. Mo so munya deko. Yes sir. Sanity.
Okay. Let's thank you for providing SSNIT your platform. Okay. Also, then to log in and check your SSNIT statement, and it will be soon. And just add Obi, good afternoon and thanks for the good work. The rationale behind low patronage at SSNIT is due to the hell people go through to get their monies when they retire. Secondly, when one passes on, the family finds it difficult to get his or her contribution. Last but not the least, the mismanagement at SSNIT alone doesn't make it attractive to contribute. I think I hear Champoy my here, director. I explain a lot of those things. Obi, please ask for me. I'm a beneficiary to my late brother. I applied for the benefit and they told me it will come in 2 batches. The first one was in last month, but till date I've not received the second one. Do I have to apply for that one too? K Bright Ewo Madina.
Okay. Mami ni sadia na. Okay. Me say nienti abasa na ye obi kan pass credit ya na me church. Yeah. Say normally so obi kaba bia na ne benefit na aka ho no ye tuama survivors me dey kan asem no na part of the benefit yes under the omo no mutua bi under the old law no omo pass credit e bi kam na utia na nsen ye ne labor for you know what happened is the interest rate pass credit no accrue no yes same ya maso kakra so ati ase enti no near yen systems na ye use no was programmed for the old interest rate no.
Okay.
Enti no na system no etimi tua say yon na after that no na betua top up to account for in some way as a sign. Enti no come as a second part.
Okay.
Enti no ye boaboa ni nyina no so na ye tua no in batches. Enti Mr. Omane Bonto no yem he doesn't have to apply.
Okay.
It will happen. Yes.
Obi said, how do I calculate the percentage that my employer pays as my SSNIT contribution, depending on my basic salary, so I could report them in case they are not paying the right percentage? And imagine the statement.
Yes. Intino, employer no is supposed to add 13%.
Okay.
So that is of the basic. It is our Gini statement now. Ni obit me and say okay, ni basic in the amount that is supposed to come to SSNIT no 13.5%.
Okay.
And he always have to check basic and then 13.5% of that and make sure say it is matching.
Match.
Yes.
Okay. We say when are they going to pay tier 2 pensioners who retired between 2010 and 2019 and were paid under Act 766?
And SSNIT in tier 2.
Okay. Under the new law.
Into tier 2 ni na tier 2 fund managers. Into baby ne employer tier 2 no ko okay. I think it makes sense. Let me see. Please ask, does SSNIT ensure the smooth contribution of all employees, particularly the private sector, by their employers? Okay. Kudus Sunyane, Kudus Wakansa or more compliance team around wide abrupt end of annual statement via email since 2017. Also difficult to access their portal services. Richard in Accra, Richard there, and was I recently for the first time received e-statement from SSNIT, and that was impressive. However, the lump sum must be improved
Ben Ewunungwa any messages no edoso. And because of time, we say Obi ask them about the yearly increases SSNIT gives to retirees as retirement income. The average is about 300 Ghana cedis, which is about 11% or so. Is that not abysmal, DG?
Okay, it's a very good question, and Emrano etrese.
Yeah.
So we are pensioner. So inflation every day be inflation cost. And we are supposed to increase pensions in such a way, say at least the purchasing power no last year no and we index and I say we add to pensions every year. So I say now when we add to pensions every year we have to balance two things. We have to balance making sure say at least everybody is getting inflation. And now what's your making sure say any next year to come you will be there to pay because they say okay me sure say at the end of the year na bana you can say double 100% obviously hallelujah. But as yet did done the precon. It is see I'm double 100% mount hallelujah. None next year meant me and ma one nature say adeni gunu. Into a balance between sustainability and also making sure say
instant gratification
purchasing power is maintained.
Doc unim yemrene ko me panelists no I crado but questions no doors. What I'll do is say we might have to forward some of the questions to the team na responses I will no me ede aba. But let me also congratulate you. Meaning for my record say last year you were named the Outstanding Director General of 2018 at the 9th Ghana Entrepreneurs and Corporate Executive Awards 2019. Okay, Entrepreneurs Foundation of Ghana and I organize it. And also in 2018 you were ranked the 3rd best CEO of a state-owned enterprise in a survey conducted by Fax Investigative Services held in Accra. That should be some really good news. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. We try a Jumadea mo put in SSNIT. We hope say it will continue. Now reforms are much as ebeye ejuma. But the team should also check na website and rantem. Why monye ejuma ni na intimi right here pa. Digi you better say I am really grateful say unya time by meaning say questions need be brave why intimi anko. So but I believe say in summer waka train will go a long way to help it if we are 8 years. Say obi your queries be obi your question be your person of framework. How can people contact SSNIT and also here
you will many avenues.
Okay.
Obetimi reaching on Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook I think is SSNIT Ghana.
SSNIT Ghana.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are also available on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
All under the same handle.
Okay.
Right.
SSNIT Ghana.
SSNIT Ghana.
SSNIT Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now your contact center.
Okay.
And so person the telephone here Juma. 0302.
Okay.
611 622.
Okay.
Again 0302 611 622.
And I know Ghana had to be able to me.
I and I was toll free. Look at the only credit crowd. It's toll free, no?
Yeah.
And 0800.
Okay.
110094.
Okay.
And I repeat 0800 110094. Right.
Okay.
And now your WhatsApp line. And we friend of DG Direct.
DG Direct. And
DG Direct. And say, yeah, manages idea. Now DG Direct, for customer service complaints only.
Okay.
Service complaints only because I know service in the funnel seriously.
Asempa FM.
And to say wako na service no nye. And no bibi attachment and microphone and then Emra DG Direct and then WhatsApp in the ultra photo crowd between the attach
and no
number no 050 000 3050.
Okay.
I repeat, 050 000 3050. DG Direct. WhatsApp only.
Number. No.
Yes.
Wow. That's and Maminka it here from Utiamu tech savvy, you know. SSNIT website when it's up snit.org.gh. In the org near org.gh. Okohwa all the information said here doc ekai and ubenya nina doc me yanase pa in your team for
yes that obi means me that was pa so my kwenye na etimi abe boss net mu da ro ne church no mamu na abema yen so adwuma na ayeye no ayemre kakra man because onipa ne to asem ase a udin komo a esi ano pepepepe ne ekoyenim but senti ase ne adwuma na chere se wonchu ni microphone no adults na misinformation no adults na you know negative feedback na ay negative ndi say umman say akwanye so ani etimi aba be bo dawro na amanfo so aten ase
that's I hope we can do this again
na me for akwanye so na min da National Pensioners Association and so ase obukbo and some award am de mine in Crawford and they already fresh off the press last week.
Okay.
National Pensioners Association ebo me and me board chairman Abaso say
Dr. Adokufo, right?
Dr. Adokufo say adwuma na ye no so many say omuni eno de ani mom na omuni edi they say this all chef na restaurant no omo aba ho no omo be di no omo chef no say chef and de nkwane e da na say and this pensioners etimi frey me board chairman e boy Abaso say adwuma na ye no so many ne enkonko ye nima na say ahoho amaye nti mefo ofidie so ada omo ase na ya shomo bo say e be kwa koyenim na na ebetimi ya ma aboa omo no so ya ye na obi aho ato no
yeah that's it Dr. Tenkorang